Oh, it's the Warriors. They're escaping. They're like cops chasing these people. They're all on the run. It's really clever for them to go on the train. Is that her camera? She just went over that curve. What is going on here? Warriors, come out and play. I'm in Salad and I saw The Warriors. It is directed by Walter Hill and screenplay by David Shaver and Walter Hill. And if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. This movie starts with, oh, let's have peace. Let's have a big old peace. And we're all talking about Cyrus. And I'm like, okay, I like the Cyrus guy. A lot of people keep talking about the Cyrus guy. This guy must be like the coolest guy ever. Everyone loves him. And then, you know what happens when a lot of people love someone too much? One person really hates them, because love and hate are the same thing, by the way. So pretty much this person's like, there's gonna be a gun exchange. And then he does a little pew. He gets Cyrus. I'm like, no. And also the cops are there. Oh man, I love the plot of this movie already. We have like all these cliques from around the city just hanging out, and they're like, you know, rival city people. They're not like friendly with each other, but Cyrus is like, hey, we have 60,000 of our men and there's 20,000 cops. We can overrun them. I'm like, okay, this is an interesting strat. But as soon as Cyrus dies, then the cops come in. They're like, oh, this is the opportunity. This is the prime opportunity. We gotta go get him. Like, oh geez. Okay. Also, I really like how this movie revolves around a train. Okay, we gotta go from one side to the other. Oh no, we got caught in the commotion. Also, I really like the guy. There's this guy who actually did the actual shooting. But he's like, you did it. It was the Warriors. And everyone's like, oh, it's the Warriors who shot this gracious Cyrus guy. This big old leader who's gonna bring everybody together. And now everybody's split up because this guy is dead. And now nobody is like adhering to the truce at all. And now it's just like, there's a bunch of gunfire and everyone's dying. And it's pretty tense. And the police don't help. Man, my favorite scene with the cops is every time they get kicked. You gotta be honest, like it's satisfying, and it's like, oh wow, I can't believe it. They're tumbling, they're falling on their shoulders, not on their head, because that'd be dangerous. They're just doing a little and I'm like, I love it so much. But it's so sad. There's a little ruffle and tumble with one of the Warriors, and the Warrior gets kicked in front of the train, and then the train runs over him. I'm like, jeez, this is so brutal. And also, speaking of trains, we got the Warriors, what's remaining of the Warriors, they're going to the orphan clique, and there's like this chick that's there, and she's got a loud mouth. I'm like, if you want to be, I don't know, safe, maybe you shouldn't say so many words. And she does, and you know what happens? I think this is some sort of a pun based on how the train, there's like a train, there's a literal train. And then we have the Warriors. It seems like they're discussing running a train on her. And I'm like, this goes hard. This movie goes insanely hard. I was like, oh, I get it. Train. I get it, train. But this is a rated R film. And this is about gang violence within the city. And, you know, I personally am not a big fan of being like, oh, hello, lady. How about all of our buddies run a train on you and you're alone? That gave me anxiety. I was really worried for her at this point, but luckily the orphans are there to stop them and cause more drama and cause more of the Warriors to split up, and they have to like find a way to get to their home base, which honestly, I forget. Jess, could you put it here? It's not Jess. Oh man, I'm sorry, I forget where they're going. Hey Kieran, could you put where they're going here? I know they're going from one end of the city to the other end of the city. It's something involved with the Bronx.
Do not drive off.
Ooh. Oh, it's the Warriors, they're escaping. Oh, do not drive off, said that cop. Why did she drive off? What are you doing? Don't back into my car. Don't back into my car. What is she doing? Oh my goodness, this is exactly like what the movie is. We have a bunch of like cops chasing these people. They're all on the run. They go vroom, 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 vroom. They're all trying to like escape the cops. I really like the train. Oh, it's really clever for them to go on the train. Is that her camera? She just went over that curb. What is going on here? What? Okay, well anyway, this is really applicable to the movie. Super applicable to the movie. Like, holy dang, that exact thing happens in the movie. I don't know if it was caught on camera, but holy dang, that was awesome. Also, I really like how the warriors do end up escaping from the cops, and there's like less of them.
Did that really just happen?
That really just did happen.
On camera.
On camera.
It's on camera.
It's on camera.
While you're reviewing the Warriors?
Yeah, and I was just like, that literally does happen in the movie. That could have not been staged. Why did that lady decide to run from the cops? I would never run from the cops. They also knew her name, too. She's definitely done this a lot before. It's interesting. That's not pertaining to the movie, though. It's just simple observation that I saw while being out here. I do like how they're all safe. It seems like some of the warriors gets exactly what they deserve, because one of them is like, "Oh, I'm gonna do a little grope on you." It's like, hey, I really like this scene. Two on a bench, one chick, one of the warriors, and it's like, hey, do you want to see me? Do you want to do a little undressing? Do you want to commit a sexual activity? It's like, sure. And he goes really rough, and she's like, stop being rough. He's like, oh, I like it rough. And I'm like, no, stop that. Stop being rough. She said explicitly, what, you want your pleasure? I just personally am like, it's more pleasurable for me to know that the other partner is being pleasured, not just me taking all the pleasure from this person. That's just not the type of person who I am. So anyway, what's insane is that this chick is an undercover cop. So we got some of the warriors being got by cops. Some of them get got by trains. Some of them just get got. Like, there's less of the warriors left. But I do like the ending. We do figure out who is the killer, and everyone else is like, oh wow, it isn't actually the warriors, it's this guy all along. Let's get him. And that part I really liked a lot. It was a big favorite of mine when the warriors were cleared for their crimes that they didn't commit, like murdering Cyrus. Oh man, I feel like I'm pronouncing his name wrong. I think it's Cyrus. Is it Cyrus? This movie is pretty epic. There's a lot of moments where I'm like, oh wow, they do a little run. They do a little run sequence. They're running for a long time. Honestly, I feel like this movie is perfectly paced, and it's just easy enough for me to digest. And it's gritty enough to me to really appreciate. And also there's a lot of dark humor in this, which I love. Wow, bad things happen to all the characters, and I love it. Wah, 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 wah. Infinite chef kisses. I gotta give this movie a solid 8 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. YouTube really likes that. If you want to fast track a movie review, you can do that for $20 videos. Patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you like to help support them daily grindiness of all them daily movie reviews, go to this link tree. So we can go here. And before I end this review, oops, the last two reviews, I didn't think of to mention until now. The last two reviews were in the same outfit because I was at a rest stop. I was like, I gotta get the reviews out. I gotta get them out because I got the energy to review them. So now I'm at a hotel, so you know, I'm not at a rest stop. You can clearly see. Well, anyway, until next time, it's I'll see you later. My sour croutons and big bits. I'm gonna go investigate where she drove over. Oh, they're over there. What the hell, lady? Oh, let me just run from the cops. That's always a great idea. Okay, she got some dirt. Okay, there's a tire mark right here. I don't know if you can see it from here, but yeah, there's a tire mark right here. Oh no, my dirt sock, not anymore. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. She drove over these rocks like a dummy. Now you got to replace the undercarriage. Dang, that sucks. Anyways, bye-bye.